friends, welcome to Comics Odyssey. Today I'm gonna show you how I'm lettering Spirit Girl number 3. I went through a lot of different possible ways of doing this, designed fonts, but finally I decided to go with a Blambot font. Just some parts of the fonts that I designed I couldn't get to work the way I wanted, so I just went with a pro font. It cost me about $45 on Blambot, and it's doing everything that I need to. A lot of lettering and digital processing has to do with file management, and it's going a lot faster this time because I've set up my files the way I wanted last time I did this. As you can see in I got an artboard, and with a lot of different word balloons that I drew in Illustrator. I don't use perfect ovals. I like a little bit of a handmade look, so I drew the word balloons from scratch in Illustrator, and then I can just resize them the way that I need to, and I can adjust them so that they don't all look repetitive. And as you can see, I got a whole bunch that I drew on the side of my artboard, which I can pick and choose from when I'm ready to place in letters. You'll also see that there are like blue lines, blue-green lines. Those are guidelines. They don't print. And I put my center line, my center cross, because my Spirit Girl 3 is based on a 4-panel grid, so then I can see where I'm placing the center of my page. When I drew my panels, they all converge at the center, so that I can see the center. So then when I resize the page, it's not going to appear off center. Here I changed my mind, and instead of a word balloon, I went with a thought balloon. A lot of what's important here is to avoid visual tension. For instance, how if like the side of a caption box or a balloon is too close to a border, like at the top there, it creates visual tension. So I will be adjusting that and resizing it. My process is that I don't write dialogue ahead of time. I know roughly what the dialogue's supposed to go in these pages, and I do draw very loose word balloon placements when I'm drawing my page and laying it out and all that, so that when I get in here, I have room to place balloons. So here, when I drew this panel, I knew that the balloon was going to be in between the horns, but I didn't know exactly what he was going to say. I knew that this scene was about him discovering a village after they had spent a lot of time in the caves. So one thing to keep in mind is the rule of thumb is about 20 words per balloon, no more than 25 if possible. And I forget what the rule of thumb with how many balloons in a page, but you gotta manage the amount of balloons you put in a page, otherwise it starts to conflict with the artwork. Now I'm lucky in that the way that I make the stories is I draw it first, so the art comes first. So I'm managing ahead of time my word balloon placement, so I'm pretty confident when I go in there aren't going to be too many balloons, but I do count words per balloon just to try to make sure there's not too many there. My experience working for a newspaper, doing newspaper layouts and drawing a lot of car sale ads and and that sort of thing did pay off, because I know a lot of the keyboard shortcuts in this software. And when it comes to doing this, there's a lot of tricks that I remember from that time that help me like be quicker and make this a lot less frustrating than it could possibly be. Because learning software is not something everybody likes to do. I like to, for dialogue and thought balloons, I like to have the top part of the text and the bottom be shorter than the middle, so that the text looks kind of rounded, so that when I put my balloon around, my text is roughly kind of the shape of a balloon, so that there's no visual tension. So here I'm just choosing which caption box I'm gonna put. So here I'm copying that caption box, placing it in that panel, so that when I save this as my next page and put new artwork in it, that caption box will still be on the artboard. Caption boxes, if you look at comics, the convention is to make them left justified. So they're all, so on the left it's a straight line going down, you can see. I've tried center justifying them, and I do think the conventional way of doing it is better. So it's going pretty quick. I mean, I lettered this page. Of course, there's only 2 balloons in under 10 minutes. And this is page 16 of 27. So I do have to go through all the pages again and double check everything. So we're roughly halfway through. I'm hoping that I can get this finished this weekend, so that you guys can have this comic by Christmas. Do check the link in the description. I got a Black Friday sale going on at my coffee store, and 65% off. There are some art prints there that are really good. Ends up being dirt cheap for an art print, so go check that out. And please like and subscribe. Thank you for your attention, and see you in the next one. God bless.